Oh, look, honey. The neighborhood sent over their token to make sure our campfire is up to code. Yeah, that's how my Thursday night kicked off. If you told me at 9 p.m. that a single sentence, dropped like a brick of pure racist nonsense, was about to change my life, I would have laughed and cracked open a beer on my stone patio. That was supposed to be my big celebration. I just closed a monster deal at work, got the kind of bonus that makes your boss slap you on the back, and my only plan was to drive home, windows down, Stevie Wonder on blast, thinking about what kind of grill I'd finally get for the backyard. You know that feeling when everything clicks? That deep, satisfied. I made it, sigh as you pull into your driveway, the porch light blinking a welcome home. That's exactly where I was, right until the smell hit. I step out of my car, still in my suit, shoes barely touching my pristine lawn, and suddenly there it is. Acrid smoke, cheap burning wood, maybe even a little melted plastic. Not the neighbor grilling burgers kind of smell. This was someone's making s'mores over a trash fire. My stomach drops. This is my yard, my sanctuary, the patch of grass I pay a small fortune to keep green. So I follow the glow, right past my flower beds, around to the backyard, and what do I find? 3 people, a sputtering campfire in a rusty fire pit, and a blue tent pitched right up against my prize Elia bushes. Like something out of a low-budget camping movie. But the joke's on me. I'm the punchline. There's this woman, helmet hair, North Face fleece, the works. Next to her, a hulking guy in a tank top and cut-off jeans, beer can in hand, looking like he's allergic to joy. And a kid, maybe 10 or 11, poking the fire with a stick. They see me and freeze, like I'm the intruder. Now, part of me is thinking, maybe they're lost. Maybe AAA sent them to the wrong address. So I do what any normal person would. I try to reason. Excuse me, I think you might be on the wrong property. This is my backyard. I even say it with a little nervous laugh, just to keep things light. But that woman, she doesn't miss a beat. She scans me up and down, sees the suit, the briefcase, then turns to her husband and lets it rip. Oh, look, honey. The neighborhood sent over their token to make sure our campfire is up to code. And just like that, I go from corporate golden boy to problem in my own yard. You know that weird moment when time slows down and you realize, oh, we're doing this? That was me, standing there, adrenaline flooding in, watching my nice little victory lap of a night swerve right off the rails. Her husband grunts. Kid keeps poking the fire, and I just stand there, letting that word token hang in the air like smoke. My jaw's tight, but I know how this game goes. People like her want a show. They want to see you lose it. So I keep my cool. Fold my arms, even though my suit feels all wrong for this showdown. Ma'am, with all due respect, this isn't a campground. This is my backyard. You and your family are trespassing. She laughs. Not a chuckle, a bark. We have a right to be here. Found this spot online. It's a designated urban camping area. Paid our fee and everything. She waves her hand like she owns the place. I almost laugh too. Urban camping area? In my backyard? What? Did I miss a memo from Airbnb? But the guy finally speaks up, staring me down. You got a problem with your hearing? My hearing's fine. It's your sense of direction that needs help. Pack up your tent and leave, now. That pushes her over the edge. She stands, puts her hands on her hips, goes full Karen. We're a good, decent family trying to have a vacation. Not bothering anyone. But you, with your suit and your attitude, think you can push the real people around. Real people. Let that sink in. I'm standing on my own lawn, being cast as some kind of imposter. And the kid, poor thing, is soaking it up, staring at me with wide eyes, learning in real time how to judge a stranger. I try one more time. My type is a homeowner. The person who pays the mortgage on this house. The land you're camping on. I spell it out, clear as day. I'm giving you one final chance to leave before I call the police. That word is like an air horn. Suddenly, Karen's in Oscar mode, clutching her chest. The police? You're threatening us. She whirls on her son, voice trembling. Did you hear that, sweetie? He's threatening us. He's going to hurt us. The boy's lip quivers. The guy in jorts stands, crushing his beer can, posturing, trying to scare me off. But I don't move. I've faced bullies before, in the playground and in the boardroom. Different outfits, same attitude. I'm not threatening you. I'm informing you. This is trespassing. It's the law. Now she whips out her phone. I'm calling 911. I won't be intimidated by a thug in a suit. Next thing I know, She's sobbing into the phone, spinning a wild story for the dispatcher. A very large, intimidating black man, yelling at us, threatening to hurt us. She gives my address, my own damn address. I stand there, watching her load the gun, knowing the system will aim it straight at me. Minutes later, the sirens start. For some people, sirens mean help. For me, a countdown to disaster. 2 squad cars pull up, 2 white officers, one grizzled and tired, one young and amped. They size up the scene: campfire, tent, distressed woman, child, and me. The narrative's been written. I'm the villain. Before I can speak, Karen launches into her performance, sobbing to the officers. He's threatening us, trying to force us off our vacation spot. The young officer steps between us, doesn't even look at me. The older one finally turns my way. Sir, what are you doing here? On my own property. It's almost funny, if it weren't so infuriating. My name doesn't matter. This is my house. These people are trespassing. I asked them to leave. She called you instead. The young cop scoffs. Your house? Got some proof. Karen pounces. He's lying. Probably a squatter. We found the listing, Freedom Campers USA. It's for patriots like us. I watch their faces, watching them process the world as they expect it, not as it is. Do you have any identification? The young one barks. I move slowly, his hands already on his holster. The humiliation is a white-hot flash. I take out my wallet, hand over my license. The older cop checks it against my front door. Address matches. But Karen isn't done. A wallet and keys prove nothing. Ask him a question about the house. The cop actually considers it. Points at my garden gnome by the patio. What's the gnome's name? Swear to God, this is real life. Clint. Clint Eastwood. He looks like he's about to tell a punk to get off his lawn. There's a beat. The cop can't help but smirk, just a little. But then Karen changes tactics, brings up the LLC my house is under, trying to make it sound shady. See? It's just some holding company. He doesn't even own it. I'm done with this. My laptop is in the kitchen. I can show you every document. Deed, mortgage, utility bills, LLC registration. All in my name. Karen panics. Don't let him go inside. He's probably got a weapon. The cop sends his partner with me, hand never leaving his holster. I unlock the door, show him the property records, the LLC, everything. My name. My house. He radios his partner. Sarge, you want to see this? They see it's real. But outside, Karen's voice is still shrill, demanding justice. The older cop, finally convinced, tells them, you and your family are trespassing. You have to leave. Karen sputters. No, you're wrong. He tricked you. But her power is fading. Chad, the husband, tries one last Hail Mary, puffing out his chest. We're not leaving. We paid for this spot. You can't arrest us. The young cop stands his ground. Refuse, and you'll be arrested for trespassing. Your son will go to child services. That hits home. Karen crumbles. Chad's still fuming, but the threat is too much. They start packing up, slow and sloppy, making a mess of my lawn, dragging the fire pit and burning a scar into the grass, leaving their resentment in every stomp. That's when my neighbor, Mrs. Gable, appears at the hedge. Pink housecoat, slippers, glasses perched low. She's seen it all, and she's not here for their nonsense. Karen tries to recruit her. Ma'am, help us. He's kicking us out. Mrs. Gable looks her dead in the eye and says, this is his home. I was on the welcome committee when he bought it, and my Ring camera has been recording this whole mess. That's checkmate, right there. Video evidence, unimpeachable witness, no more narrative for Karen and Chad to hide behind. The cops lay it out. 5 minutes to leave, or you're arrested. Karen looks broken. Chad is furious, and the kid, he's just lost, stuck in his parents' toxic echo chamber. They pile into their dented van, Karen shrieking, you haven't heard the last of this. And off they go, tires screeching, police cars trailing behind to make sure they're gone. I'm left with burnt grass, scattered trash, and a deep sense of violation. That should have been the end. But yeah, nope. Next morning, my phone's blowing up. My sister texts, is this you? Attached is a Facebook post by Karen, spinning a wild fantasy about a violent squatter, doxing me, twisting every detail. The comments are a pit of vitriol. People are sharing my address, dissecting my life, calling for my head. I call the cops. The desk sergeant sounds bored, but promises to look into it. I call my lawyer, leave a panicked voicemail. Then, with shaking hands, I write my own post, sticking to the facts, not stooping to Karen's level. Mrs. Gable texts back immediately. She's got my back, and the Ring camera footage is saved and ready. My side starts to spread. Friends post photos of us barbecuing in my backyard. People pick apart Karen's Freedom Campers fantasy. Turns out, that website doesn't exist. Mrs. Gable, true to form, comments, "I witnessed the whole thing." The homeowner was calm. The family was aggressive. My camera recorded everything. That mic drop cuts through the noise. The story blows up, local news calls, then regional, then national. Hashtags, memes, the works. Most people side with me, but Karen's crowd digs in. I get hate mail, threats, supportive messages, everything. Then comes the kicker, a lawsuit. Karen and Chad sue me for emotional distress, breach of contract, and, get this, racial discrimination. I can't make this up. My lawyer calls it a slap suit, frivolous, designed to wear me down. The stress is a new kind of hell. I can't sleep, my head aches, my inbox is a war zone. Reporters are camped outside my house. HOA sends me a violation for the burnt grass, because of course they do. Then, a reporter digs up Karen and Chad's history. Turns out, they're professional grifters, fake lawsuits, park ejections, a firing for harassment. My lawyer is ecstatic. This blows up their case, and the news runs with it. Now, even the HOA caves, apologizes, offers to fix my lawn. But the final blow comes when I share my own security footage with the news. The world sees it, unedited. Karen's first words, Chad's aggression, my calm response. The video goes viral. Karen and Chad's lawyer bails. They drop their suit, and my countersuit moves forward. They settle, cover my fees, a written apology, and a gag order. It's not dramatic, but it's peace. I take it. 6 months later, things have mostly gone back to normal. The grass is growing back. Mrs. Gable and I have tea every week. But something fundamental's changed. My sanctuary feels fragile. Every time I hear a noise outside, I check the cameras. I'm wary now, not quite at ease. The world saw the truth, but it took everything I had to make it happen. Let's be real. Most people wouldn't have the neighbor, the video, or the resources I did. What if I hadn't been able to prove I belonged? What if the story had gone the other way? That's the part that sticks. In the end, yeah, I won. But it was a hollow kind of victory, because the real cost was knowing it could all happen again, to anyone, just because someone looked at you and decided you didn't fit. So what do you think? Who was right, who was wrong? Where do you draw the line between standing your ground and being punished for it? Drop your thoughts below. Maybe the conversation we have here is what actually makes a difference. You know what I mean?